Hi everybody, I'm here with Olamide.
Hello.
And we're both rocking the address sets. It's so cute.
Yes, it is. Loving it.
Alright, so let's get right started to what we're actually talking about today.
Okay,
so we're actually going to be talking about how, baby registry, your must-have for baby registry. Mm-hmm. What is definitely the essentials, because you can go on YouTube, you can search for stuff and find all this list of stuff, and sometimes it's not what you actually need.
Right.
Yeah. So what would you say is a must-have, like the very first must-have for you?
I feel like this should already be at the top of my head. Being a mom of two, I will definitely say a must-have is a diaper, for sure. Because, okay, a diaper is a must-have for sure, because this little humans, they go. You feed them, they let it out. You feed them again, they let it out. So I'll say diapers, number one. Okay. Of course, with wipes, to go along with that. Another must-have for me, so from the start, like after my in fact, before my son came,
definitely like a 3 must-have, but we can talk about more as it goes on.
Okay, so when it comes to the baby, definitely diapers and wipes. When it comes to mama, I would say a breast pad. Especially if you're breastfeeding. Okay. A breast pad is highly important because, we do have a lot of milk coming out, especially when you're not feeding or you're engorged. So breast pads would be another top on the list. Then the third one, I would say the third one would just be a whole lot of onesies. Something you can put on the baby ASAP. If they make a mess, you can switch it out, put another one on them. Onesies, diapers and wipes, and then for moms, the breast pad. And I will add a little to that, breast balms.
So breast balm?
No, balms. The nipple balms.
Oh yeah, the nipple balm.
Yeah, nipple balms. Because especially if you're a first time mom, having that baby continuously sucking on your nipples, we can say that, right?
Yeah. Breastfeeding.
Yeah, when you're breastfeeding and, just that friction and everything that, the constant friction between the baby's mouth and the nipple can cause some irritation
dryness,
to that area.
Cracking.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So you do want that nipple balm to make sure that, you're not feeling
irritated.
All of that irritation is correct.
Yeah. I would say so I think it's better if you probably group them in terms of what you need for each section. For me, I feel like a must-have, something that is important, especially for baby sleeping, would be a bassinet. I know a lot of people invest a lot of money on cribs, but sometimes you don't actually need a crib until maybe much later, because most times, depending on what kind of baby you have, that first couple of months is usually pretty rough. So definitely I would invest on a bassinet before a crib, because most of the time the baby's going to be sleeping in the bassinet in your room before they even go in the crib. So definitely the bassinet comes first and then a crib.
I think so with that, I think it kind of depends on parents, honestly. Because I know with that, my son, we didn't get a crib initially, so we did the whole bassinet and everything. Those kinds that you can later on change to a playpen. So we started off with that. But as as he started getting older and everything, we then transitioned him into a crib, and then the bassinet then became a waste. If you understand what I mean.
But then if you have another baby, they can use the bassinet.
So one thing some parents don't know is some of these things expire.
So bassinets
They
expire?
worn out. Yeah, they worn out. Even car seats. Even car seats and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know about the bassinet.
Yeah, they can wear out, and for the next baby, of course, you don't want them having issues while sleeping on it and stuff. So, so for us, it was just like if we had that crib from the get go, it would kind of like make sense,
Gotcha. But you can't really combine. Depending on what kind of crib you have, you can't really place it near the bed. Because the thing is, as a new mom, that first couple of months is rough, and you don't feel like getting up in the middle of the night,
girl. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I would say don't overspend on the bassinet. If you're gonna spend more money, spend it on the crib instead of the bassinet.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree.
Because I've seen bassinets that are like $500, $800. Like, try to get a bassinet that is $100 and something on Amazon.
I agree.
And call it a day.
Yeah, and these babies grow fast. So
they will grow out of the
bassinet.
Like within, and some babies don't even sleep.
They don't sleep. No, my kids, no.
Some babies don't sleep.
They want to be on
close
me.
To you.
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, those are definitely a must-have for sure. What else?
So in terms of sleeping, bassinet, I guess baby. So don't just get the bassinet. Also get like a bed sheet, like a bassinet sheet for the bassinet too, so you can kind of put it around the bed set. And also make sure you check the bassinet to make sure that there's no hole in between, like on the very edge of the bed or like the board that's inside the bassinet. Because I've heard some babies actually like suffocate.
Yep.
Because they can roll over, and if there's like a space in between the bassinet, like bed and the actual bassinet, they can actually like
suffocate. Yeah,
I've heard that.
Be mindful, please.
Yeah. So from what you said, a lot of onesies. I've seen a lot of moms make mistakes and get like a whole bunch of cute. Someone said, "I love y'all. Be safe. Keep shining." Thank you. Thank you, Mino.
Thank you so much.
I think a lot of people spend a lot of money on a lot of cute outfit for babies, but they actually outgrow them very fast. Most of the time, when that first 3 months, they're at home. So a lot of the clothes that you want to buy for the 0 to 3 months should mainly be onesies. Like, you need a lot of onesies, because sometimes when they get that blowout, I've heard people be like, "I don't even want to touch this. I'm just gonna take it off."
Trash it all. If I can trash the baby,
don't trash the baby. Jeez. But so there's sometimes where you just take off the onesies and the onesie go right in the trash. Absolutely. Because nobody wants to deal with that.
Absolutely.
So
I agree. Onesies. And don't just limit to 0 to 3 months, because like I mentioned earlier, they grow so fast. Yeah. So you want to just buy, and I mean, you can still buy some fancy clothes. If you are, for example, my family, we go to church on Sundays. So I did specific clothes for church, fancy clothes, and I made sure they're not like newborns. So I kind of did like 3 to 6 months. Okay. So even though and my babies came out chunky anyway, so having them put it on, it didn't look like it was so loose or anything like that. And they kind of like grew into it. Gotcha. And then, it kind of like me still having my money. Yeah,
because sometimes like most of those 3 to 6 months, they can wear it up until like 9 months. 9 months,
correct.
Yeah, so I wouldn't concentrate on one like trimester of the baby, I guess. Like I would try to space them out 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months.
And, Yep. And another thing to be mindful of is the season. So for first time moms, is usually we don't think about, when is the baby coming? So should we buy warm clothes, or we should buy summer clothes? And we just kind of baby's coming, so let me just buy. And then baby comes in, it's like, wait, baby's here in December, it's freezing, like, or winter time, and it's like,
What's up? The clothes are so much.
So yeah, so those are another thing to like be mindful of, like when is your EDD, and then base that on when you should be purchasing what type of clothes and materials and all of that good stuff.
Also another diapers. Yeah, when people come to your baby shower and they give you a whole bunch of diapers, don't underestimate that, because you can never have too much diapers. Never. Because the good thing is you can actually go to Walmart or Target, and if you have more of one size and your baby has grown out of that size, you can use that, you can exchange it for another size. Right. So don't say, oh, I have like gazillion diapers, I'm never going to use them, because trust me, there are like ways around it where it kind of saves you a lot of money, because diapers it can kind of be expensive.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
They are expensive. But you can never go wrong with having a lot of diapers. So with my son, my first child, I of course, new to the whole thing, so it was a lot of diapers. I'm like, well, we were just giving diapers. And then aunties that, has been in the game for a long time are like, oh yeah, they're going to come in handy, especially those size 3s and 4s. You're really going to be needing them for a very long time. And I'm just like, okay. And best believe, yes, they were right. They knew what they were saying, because up until my son was fully potty trained, I had enough diapers.
So what age was the potty trained? Like what age did you
so I'm always quick. Yeah, I'm one of those quick people, like, hey, let's hurry up. You need to hurry up and learn how to walk. You need to start talking to me. Let me understand what you're saying. So I actually started him when he was like maybe 16 months. Like I would like take off his diaper and say, okay, this is the way to the bathroom. You sit on your potty and all of that. It didn't work. I have a picture of him. It was a mess. He turned it into a toy. So he would not do it. 2 years old, same thing. And I was just like, you know what? I give up.
I think they said for boys is harder to potty train.
I heard that too. It takes a minute before it clicks. Yeah, for them to like, I'm supposed to sit on that and do whatever I need to do in there. So he finally got the memo when he was 3.
Gotcha.
And so what I did that also helped was I bought the training underwear for him.
Okay.
So he would potty on himself, and once he gets feels the wetness and everything, he gets irritated, and he's like, Mommy, I gotta take this off. And I would
so that's what
use that opportunity to tell him hey, if you need to go, buddy, go to the bathroom and sit on your potty. Yeah. So that we did that I think the first week, and he realized okay, no, this is disgusting. And then he would I need a potty, and stuff. And then I have to run after him and take him to the bathroom. So that really helped. But for nighttime, we just woke up one morning. His diaper wasn't wet.
Oh, okay.
And I said, oh, okay. Is it an accident? Second night, diaper wasn't wet. Third night, diaper wasn't wet. And then I just said, you know what? Let's try something. No diapers. And let's see if he's going to wet the bed. And he didn't. Okay. And ever since then.
So it was good overnight.
Yeah. I didn't have to stress about nighttime.
Waking him up.
Yes, he's an amazing child. So
that's good.
He would just wake us up now, okay, I need to potty and stuff. So his sister is who we are starting that journey with again.
Gotcha.
With the whole potty training. So
gotcha. And while we're on the diaper topic, another thing is diaper rash cream. You don't have to wait till your baby has a diaper rash before you apply the diaper rash cream. You can actually start to apply the diaper rash once they start using diaper. So it kind of prevents that diaper rash from happening or that irritation from happening. Because a lot of people are like, oh, the diaper rash cream is for diaper rash alone, when the baby gets it. But you can actually start early. That way the baby doesn't get diaper rash. Yeah. So that was definitely one thing.
One thing I did, is instead of using a diaper rash cream, I used Vaseline.
Okay.
I used Vaseline, and that actually did the work. Not my son never had diaper rash.
Okay.
Good for him. However, my daughter, when she does the number one and all of that, she's good. She never has. But number two, if we didn't know she had a number two, like maybe it's one of those days it didn't stink out really bad. By the time we check, you'll see a whole lot of like rash. Yeah. Oh. So I started being intentional, putting like the Vaseline on her too, and that also like kind of helped. I can't remember the last time she had one. So Vaseline is magic as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So is there like a method for applying the Vaseline, or just rubbing it all
just
over?
Rubbing it. Well, so I don't go into like her labia and the whole part.
Just rub it on the outside.
Yeah, just the outside part. Yeah, and just just make sure she's dry and everything. So yeah, it does get the job done.
Another one that I think is an essential too is bottles.
Well,
you were breastfeeding. You didn't really do bottles.
I wanted to. He just wouldn't take it. He wouldn't.
What about your daughter?
My daughter, she did bottles.
Okay.
So my daughter.
So every kid is different.
Every kid is different, and it's sometimes annoying. Yeah. My son, bottles is definitely essentials for kids that would actually take it, because then you can have like other parent or other people
like help the baby,
feed the baby and everything. But for babies who don't take the bottles,
it can be a toll, because then another thing is when you're breastfeeding them, that increases the chance of getting like irritated. But most time, I think that's another thing that we need to talk about. Most times people get scared of breastfeeding. Like, like because the baby actually latching on because of like they're scared that, you might get irritated or but you do get used to it. Like, I remember when I first started, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a little bit painful. And if I wasn't the type of person that like, okay, I'm gonna be persistent about it and see if the pain goes away. Like some people, they can't really take that pain. But I think it also matters if you're feeling the pain, then most likely go to like a lactation consultant, and they can kind of help with latching on. Because if the baby is not latching on right,
correct,
it can also cause it to be painful.
Correct.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So their mouth actually has to cover like the whole
entire.
Or else if they're just sucking just from the actual nipple, like the small part. It can hurt.
It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn. So you hit the nail right on the head. You have to properly
latch on.
Help them latch on properly in order to not feel the pain that comes with the child not latching on properly. Because even if you use the nipple cream and they're still not latching on properly, you will still feel it. You will still feel that burn, that discomfort. Helping the child latch on correctly is a good one to prevent any type of discomfort.
And also like making sure you're applying the nipple cream.
The balm.
Even like I would say around the clock, as long as, because usually the nipple balm doesn't affect the baby. They can suck it while the nipple balm is on, because that's another concern for people, where they're like, oh, I'm applying this stuff, is it gonna affect my baby? Is it safe with the baby? Most nipple cream, I think it's 100% lanolin. I think that most times that one's safe for babies. So you want to get the nipple cream that's safe for the baby. I think most of them are, but just double check and make sure it's actually safe with the baby. Because nipple cracking, oh geez, it hurts.
I mean, for my first, I applied it for the first couple of weeks, and then after that I was good. My second, I didn't even use it at all, and I was fine.
But you were saying it's painful.
Initially, because she wouldn't let me go. She wouldn't let me go. She just every minute and everything. But I didn't apply it still. I think I could still like bear
The
the pain, and it wasn't.
You
too
weren't
crazy.
new to it.
Yeah, it's like been there, done that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's move.
I think another. So while we're on the breast topic, make sure that you order your breast pump machine.
Yeah.
At least 3 months before you have your baby. I personally, I used Aeroflow. Did you order your? Yeah.
Yeah, insurance covered.
Yeah, so your insurance will cover it. Go to Aeroflow website, and they have like the breast pumps. You put your insurance information. Most of the time, your insurance will cover your breast pumps, the supplies like your what's it called? Like your breast pump bags. They'll cover your breast pump bags. And that's another thing too. I didn't know that even after the baby, you can still order with your insurance the breast pump bag. I was buying it off of Amazon. Yeah. You can go back on the website and order like breast pump bags.
I didn't know that.
And I was buying them. I'm like, I could have been ordering this. Yeah, it was a family friend that told me about it. She was like, "What, you're buying it?" I said, "Yeah." Yeah. She was like, "Yeah, you can order them, and your insurance will cover."
Nice.
Yeah. Does anything else come to mind? I think that's pretty much like car seat.
Car seats.
What car seat do you recommend?
Well, I would recommend what I use, which is the Donna. I use the Donna.
Is it Donna or Duna?
Girl. Some people say Duna.
Donna,
whatever it's called.
Okay.
That's the one I used. I loved it for him and my daughter.
What type? Because they have different like
makes. I mean
models.
Yeah. So I wouldn't. The first generation, whatever that one is called. Yeah, whatever the one they produced in the year 2020 or.
So would you recommend the car seat that switches into a stroller?
I would recommend that, and that's why I got the.
Okay.
Now I don't even know if I should say Duna or Donna, but y'all get what I'm called. But I think Duna does sound right though.
Because I watched video and it was like Duna car seat.
Alright, so it is Duna. Or I say incorrect.
So I use the Graco I think Graco car system.
The 4-in-1? The 4-in-1 that you can.
No, ours doesn't turn into a stroller.
Yeah, that's the 4-in-1 whereby they grow with it.
Yeah, so it was Nest to Grow.
Okay.
Yeah, Nest to Grow.
Yeah, I think that's the one you got. By the way, this is my daughter's godmother, so yeah, she got her car seat and everything. But I did start her off with the Duna because I had C-section when I had my kids, so that lifting and everything was it was too much. So just having or trying to carry the baby out from the car seat and putting them in a stroller, I think it was just kind of too much for me at the time. So I got Duna recommended to me and used that, and I loved it because I can just easily switch it around and
like switching and go
a car seat, a stroller, and then I used that up until I felt like it's my babies are bigger than it, and then the 4-in-1 Graco is coming in handy. So
I did. I think for our next, for our next baby, I will most likely prefer a car seat that turns into a stroller.
It makes life easier,
because it's just like having to switch it out, like get the car seat out, punch it into the stroller. Like I saw one of our friends also have like a car seat turn stroller. I didn't even know that was like a thing.
Nothing.
But when I saw it, I was like, okay, next baby, cause
right. They do. But they do come in really.
Make life easy for yourself, mamas.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Those are pretty much the essentials I can think about.
Yeah.
Covered
clothes, diapers.
So also another thing is depending on what kind of birth you have. For mothers, you also need to get a lot of, pads, because for the first 3 to 4 weeks, you are going to be having blood flow down there. I think, is it 8 weeks?
So it depends.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it took about almost that.
Okay.
Almost 2 months.
So you had a C-section. I had a natural birth. So I don't know, maybe that plays a role.
It could, because I think with natural, everything tends to heal up
Kind of
quickly.
just, okay.
Compared to with C-section, it's like your body's still trying to understand what it just went through.
Gotcha.
Also, and yeah, so it took about almost roughly the 2 months. And then another thing I would notice is depending on what you eat too and how often you're like breastfeeding. So because I breastfed a lot, I think that also helped with like the healing process and everything.
Okay.
So
like healing down there or on your stomach?
Both.
From the okay.
Both.
Okay.
Did
it hurt? Did it hurt the way you place the baby while you're breastfeeding?
No. If I'm recalling correctly, I didn't feel pain.
Like, cause you have to carry the baby this way, and then you just got cut here.
So the baby was mostly on my belly.
Okay.
Not on my lap.
Okay.
So I'll place, my baby's like right here on my belly.
Okay.
And then feet and everything. However, what I did notice was that, and that's why I said it helps with the healing part when you're breastfeeding, because I would feel cramps.
Yeah.
Oh, you felt that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your uterus contracts the more you breastfeed.
Girl, that's another thing. It was.
I think with C-section it probably hurt more because you got cut.
So I wasn't feeling pain on the outside area, actually.
Like I'm saying on the inside, like, cause your uterus got cut to get the baby out.
Right.
Yeah.
So
even for natural, as you breastfeed, you can actually feel it go like this, like trying to reduce.
Yeah. I did feel that a lot breastfeeding. But I'll just like suck it up because it's like, okay, I'm probably healing. That's why.
How long would you say did you use any pain reliever at all? Like, how long did you say you used pain reliever?
So, I used the ibuprofen for as long as I felt like I wasn't feeling the pain anymore.
Okay.
So some days I would like test my body and I would not use the pain medicine. So they give you like ibuprofen and
like the 800 milligram.
800 milligram, and they give you, I think, what is this? It starts with an O. Is it
oxycodone?
Oxycodone, yes. So they give you that as well for the pain. And I really didn't want to use the oxycodone because I heard you can transfer it to your baby while breastfeeding.
Oh, okay.
So I tried to not use that. So I was like heavy with the ibuprofen. And so some days I would like skip, like not use it just to see how my body was healing. Like if I don't feel pain anymore in my abdomen, or if the pain is still there. And that's what I did to like gauge. So I would say for my son, I probably did about almost 2 weeks, not the whole full 2 weeks before I started actually feeling good and not the pain anymore. My daughter, maybe the first week, like a week. I just used it for a week, and then I checked and I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. I don't need this anymore. Okay. For my son, I did try to use the oxycodone because, of course, it's my first, and with the pain, I was like, let me use this. And then I started hallucinating, like people's nose, everybody was dripping, spaghetti. Wait, you saw people's nose? I kid you not. It started from the hospital. And they gave me my medicine and everything. And, a couple of minutes after, I was watching TV. And everybody's nose started becoming droopy. Like spaghetti. It was like stone. And I'm like, what kind of show is this? Why is everybody... And I even called my husband. I was like, babe, look at the TV. Everybody's nose is droopy. And he just probably... kind of like looked at me, but he didn't say nothing, so I felt in my head what's going on with this? He didn't say nothing, so I thought, I'm seeing correctly. And then the nurse came in, and her nose was drippy.
And I'm sure you probably screamed.
No, I didn't scream. I did this. Babe, look at her nose. It's drippy too. And my husband looked at me like, her nose is not dripping.
Don't drip your nose on my baby.
Her nose is fine. And because only his nose and my son's nose was okay. Yeah. Every other
person's nose.
And then the moment I knew something was off was when they brought my food. And I don't know why I was looking at the milk and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see the words written on the milk. Yes. And I
That's
said, am
crazy.
I going blind? And I took my husband's glasses and I'm like, can I see your glasses really quickly? And I put his glasses on and I looked at him and I saw that I could see words and then I started crying. I'm blind! I'm blind! And then I had to call the nurse and I'm like, something is
Wait,
going on.
this is at the hospital?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure they're like, get this dramatic
girl.
mama out of
Even
here.
after I left, they had to check on me again. I'm like, how you doing? Is everything okay in the house?
You know,
Just
I've
wanna make
heard
sure
some
babies
people
are okay.
who, some people have had like mental issues after having a baby. So I'm sure they were probably looking at you like,
they had
baby,
to make
that's,
sure.
that's. I mean, it's not funny, but like some people actually like develop like a mental like.
Yeah, they
issue.
do, and that's sad. No,
Yeah.
having a baby, even just pregnancy on its own, it does take a toll on your body. Like the changes it does to the body, the discomfort. I dealt with a lot of pelvic pain for my pregnancies, starting from the first trimester, and it was no jokes. And cramps. I had mad cramps. Although with my first was when I had the severe cramps. Come to find out, it's because I wasn't really eating.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I found out afterwards, because I wasn't really eating. So with my second, I'm like, I'm about to overeat because I do not want to experience this cramps. And that's why I got the result that I got after my baby came.
What was the result?
She was huge, 9 pounds, 3 ounces. At 37 weeks, not even the full week. So yeah, I ate a lot with her. But with my son, I wouldn't really eat. So I had lots of cramps, the pelvic pain, and then I had the carpal tunnel syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so jeez. Moms out there watching this, if you ever
we're gonna make this another video. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a short break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make this mainly about must-haves for baby registry. So we'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.